Jamrockone.com.
Yo, people, what's up? It's Jamrockone Media here. Where will Hurricane Irma go? We still don't know. After the Hurricane Harvey in Houston, and we see the damages, we see how much people are homeless, how much people got injured, how much people are starving, suffering. We really don't want this hurricane to come, but it's inevitable. And on the path that it's going, it seems like it's going right back to America. And it's going to be a category 5 hurricane by the time it reaches America. So experts are saying this hurricane might just wipe some cities off the face of the planet, which is very serious. This is some apocalypse type of shit. Now, we are tracking Hurricane Irma right now, and the storm has formed in the far eastern Atlantic. Some of those hurricanes are some of the largest and the most intense ones that are formed in the eastern Atlantic. Hurricane Irma is still swirling in the Atlantic, giving few indications of a future path and denying forecasters a chance to catch their breaths after the devastating Hurricane Harvey. By Sunday morning, Irma strengthened to a Category 3 hurricane, churning about 2,000 miles west of Africa and 1,000 miles east of the Leeward Island. Its winds were nearing about 115 miles per hour, 185 kilometers per hour. Irma is expected to be a major hurricane when it moves closer to the Lesser Antilles over the next few days. Irma could also cause dangerous windstorm surges and rainfall impacts on some islands, although it's too soon to specify where and when those hazards could occur. It said warning that residents of Lesser Antilles should monitor the hurricane's progress just to be safe, because we don't know exactly how strong it's going to be when it gets to us, so all precautions should be put in place. But the center said it was too early to know what Irma could have on Bahamas and the United States, where there are no warnings or watches currently in effect. Regardless, everyone in hurricane prone areas should ensure that they have hurricane plans, and we are now near the peak of the season, so it's better that we are safe than sorry. Everyone, please get ready for a hurricane. Put a lot of things in place for your safety, because we don't know exactly the path of this hurricane, when it's going to hit, and how hard it's going to hit. And is it a threat to the US? Well, it is said it's too early to really judge if it's going to be a threat to the US. We all saw what Harvey did over the last couple weeks, and it's completely terrible. Our prayers go out to Houston and everybody who's homeless right now. I could not imagine losing a home and everything in it, and thousands of people lost their homes. At least a lot of people are putting a lot of plans in place, contributions, foundations, shelters, all these sort of aids for the homeless and the weak and the injured, and we thank those people, because Hurricane Harvey, I think, is the worst hurricane in America to date, depending on the damage that it has done. But another one is coming, so we shouldn't get too comfortable now that Harvey has passed, because Irma is coming. As for what we do know, the system will approach the northern Leeward Islands late Tuesday or early Wednesday, likely as a major hurricane of Category 3 or more. It's still unclear if these islands will take a direct hit or just be brushed by the outer bands of the storm. For the last couple of years, Jamaica hasn't got a direct hit from a hurricane. A lot of these hurricanes just pass, so we have not been experiencing heavy winds. We get the rain, but not heavy winds. Winds are really dangerous. Flooding is dangerous, but the winds can get even worse. Wind and flooding is terrible, because the debris flies, and when the debris flies, a lot of damage is done. So we have to put a lot of things in place. Jamaica is a very strong island. We've gone through the worst, but worst is to come, so we still have to be prepared. We haven't got any updates yet from the ODPEM, Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management. We have not gotten any updates from them yet, so I think everyone should just keep a listen out on any updates that we receive on Irma and Jamaica, because we are in Jamaica currently, and to what experts have been trying to predict, it looks like it's going to directly hit Cuba, and we're going to get the outer skirts of Hurricane Irma. and we're just going to get a lot of heavy rain, which is not too bad. We'll probably get a little bit of flooding. So anybody who you know, or if you are in flood prone areas, please evacuate, find a friend, put certain precautions in order so that you're not affected as intensely as an unprepared person. If Irma made landfall in the US, it would likely not be until late next weekend at the earliest, and Irma was a designated tropical storm Wednesday morning, and by Thursday afternoon, it had strengthened with its winds of 115 miles per hour. Now, a lot of experts say Irma is a classic Cape Verde hurricane, a type of hurricane that forms in the far eastern Atlantic near the Cape Verde Islands, then tracks all the way across the Atlantic. Now, a CNN meteorologist, Brandon Miller, said Cape Verde storms frequently become some of the largest and most intense hurricanes. Some examples being Hurricane Hugo, Hurricane Floyd, and the famous Jamaican hurricane, Hurricane Ivan. So, everybody, be safe. Our prayers go out to Houston, and we ask that you just please be safe. This is Jamrockone Media. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.
Remember to subscribe to Jamrockone Media. See the subscribe button there? Click it. You see the bell right next to it? Click the bell also. Because when you click the bell, whenever we post a video, you get notified that we post the video. You can go and you can look on it. Zin? Remember for also download the Jamrockone Media app. Baddest app a road.